Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from tarotforhealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is your monthly October reading for Scorpio. My apologies for my voice. It's quite hoarse. I've been having like a sore throat. I've had it for like 3 days. And today like I'm just sounding like really croaky and froggy like. But so yeah, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using the Anarchy deck all the way through this reading. I will start with a general reading, then get into the more specific areas of your life like I usually do. And also, I might be adjusting myself like throughout this reading and stuff, so just to let you know. um, okay, when I mean adjusting myself, I mean just the way I'm sitting, because to be honest, I'm not like 100% comfortable. But anyway. The general reading, the first card is the Six of Cups with the Seven of Swords. Do you know, it's so weird? The first thing I thought to myself, like when I looked at these cards, is I think for some of you guys, it could mean that, I don't know, like I usually just go with like my first instinct, the first thing that comes to mind when I look at the cards, and the first thing that came to mind is somebody that may have felt like their childhood was either taken from them, or a person that might have felt like um their childhood was maybe difficult or wasn't everything they hoped it would have been. And it's almost like saying that there might be something to do with your childhood that shows up in October. Like maybe you get to some issues become addressed or start showing up, and these issues could be with a woman. Maybe you had like a mother in your life that, or figure in your life that wasn't really there, and this might be the month to actually be able to heal those relationships, because the following card is the Nine of Pentacles and the Star card. So it could be saying that if there's been relationships that have been under stress, and I feel like it's mainly to do with somebody that is a, could be a female figure in your life, or but I feel like this person had some kind of parental responsibility over you, or a carer kind of thing, like. And so it could be a time where you kind of have to heal those situations, like they may arise for you to kind of sort them out. The Six of Cups could also be signifying things coming up from the past as well. So it can represent people from the past, memories showing up for you. Again, memories of childhood, stuff like that. It could be also just feeling very nostalgic. Or it could even be that you're embracing some things that you used to do, or that used to interest you like years ago, that maybe you haven't even thought about or haven't done in quite some time. But I always feel like when I look at this card, like she's wishing on a star, and then you also have the Star card as well. So this might be very much a time of you focusing on your wishes, and maybe there's a wish that you've had for such a long time, and now is the chance for you to bring this wish about. But what I see with the Seven of Swords is it could be saying that there might be, that you might have felt like maybe a wish or a dream was taken from you as well in the past. Maybe an opportunity was taken from you to do something that you really wanted to do, or that meant a lot to you. And maybe back then you didn't know exactly what you know now, and now if you're given the chance, it might be like a completely different scenario, like it might have a completely different outcome. I think for some of you guys, this wish might be to work for yourself, or be self-employed, or to own your own business also, because that's what this card kind of represents. And if you are like owning your own business and stuff like that, this card is a really good omen, because it kind of shows that you will be definitely on top of things. You can manage your own money, your own finances. You'll be good at handling that more business aspect of things, and so things can actually go really well for you, with the Star card almost like blessing your endeavors, showing that wherever you touch can actually turn to gold in this month. Like whatever opportunities you come across can actually turn into something really good. Especially again, if you're trying to work for yourself, if this is something that you're trying to do for yourself, it can fare really well. I feel like maybe if you're employed by somebody else, it might be a different scenario. But I feel like these cards are definitely speaking to somebody that is that is desiring to be self-employed or to work in a more independent way. Something else I'm seeing with these cards is the seven of swords could even be representing you. Like maybe it's a case of you've had to do something in secret. Like maybe what you're trying to do, you haven't been able to come out and just tell everyone what it is. Like if you've been thinking of starting a business, or if you've been thinking of like, I don't know, going to some kind of new field or something like that, but you haven't told people exactly what you're planning. It's like you're preparing everything, but it's like in secret. But it's almost like you might have already been starting making money or making profit from whatever it is. It's just that people don't really know about it yet. So, or it could even be saying that maybe for some of you guys your work might be related to children as well, um or young people. But then I'm seeing that there's something that you've started, you haven't told people about it, but it's successful and it might actually be taking off and doing really well. And whatever whatever outcome you wanted is that the outcome you're actually getting. So it's like when you decide to put it out there into the world, you might find that the reception that you get is exactly what you wanted. Or if you've already been starting up a business, you might find that this is a month where if let's say you've been wanting to make a certain profit, a certain amount of money, you might actually do that. Or if you've been wanting to build up more of a client base, you might do that. So, yeah, quite positive cards actually. Um, but then for those of you, when it comes to money and finances, you have the Ten of Rods with the Page of Cups. And so, these cards could actually be connecting with the first message as well, because the Ten of Rods can be saying that, especially when you work independently or you have your own business and stuff, you are laden with a lot of responsibilities because everything is on you. So if you work for yourself, you might actually find that you might get a lot of business coming in, but then it's a lot of responsibility trying to handle this business, make everything happen. Because obviously, if you're an entrepreneur, it's like you have to deal with the money side of things, you have to deal with the products and services that you sell, you have to deal with keeping track of like how much you're spending, how much your outgoings are, you're in, like how much profit you're making. It's like a lot to stay on top of. And so you might find that you're just got so much on your plate, like so much that you have to do. Or even if you are working for somebody else, it might just be a time where you're just super 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 busy. But I think that this busyness might be created because of something new that you might be wanting to start. So again, if this is a business situation, it might be that maybe you do have a job, but you are thinking about starting up your own business, and trying to do all of those things together is like so much responsibility and might be really getting on top of you. Or it could be saying that maybe you, even if it's not your own business, you might be taking on something else that you just enjoy doing, and maybe like it fulfills more of that emotional satisfaction within yourself. But then at the same time, it's requiring like a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, and a lot of your attention in doing so. Um, so I think that this is going to be a time for you, regardless of what your working situation is. You're going to be really busy, but I think that it's not going to be in a bad way. You might actually be busy doing something that you like doing, or doing something that somehow it feels good. Like there's a lot of responsibility and it's a lot going on, but then there's some kind of satisfaction that you get out of it. So um it's not too bad. But for those of you that are in relationships, you have the Page of Rods with the Two of Cups. And what these cards are telling me is it can mean that a relationship becomes revived. So if the passion has been lost in your relationship, you might actually find that the passion comes back, the love and connection comes back. It might be an opportunity for you to do something fun as a couple, to go out somewhere, to just to be lighthearted and just have fun. The Page of Rose could also represent a child. It could be a one's child. So I don't know, for you Scorpios, you might be expecting a baby. Maybe this baby might be like a one's baby, might be a fire sign baby, or you might be expected to give birth during that kind of time. But or you might have a child already that is a fire sign. And it's almost like when you look at them, they look like a family, like they're all blonde when you look at them. So it's almost like they're a family, like all together, and it's almost like the child is like looking at the couple. It's so weird because this reminds me of a picture that was going around on Facebook of Beyonce and Jay-Z and her daughter, and it's like they're kind of in a similar pose. Like it's like Beyonce and Jay-Z was actually kissing each other, and the daughter was like observing, and these two, it looks like the same thing. Like this child is like observing his parents, and he's almost like he's happy that his parents are happy. So it could be a scenario where it's like the home is going to feel happier, and your kids might be actually seeing you get on better, and so it just might make everybody happy. So I kind of get that feeling with these cards, like if things have been challenging before, it's like everything is sort of falling into place this month. Things are moving smoothly. And again, if there's been any kind of arguments or disagreements as a couple, like I think all of that is going to be worked out, and it's going to be really beautiful because your kids are going to be observing like your relationship improving, or just that spark coming back in your relationship. And children learn through what they see. And so it just feels like it's going to be positive on many levels, so that's really good. um for those of you that are single, you have the Chariot with the Emperor. So I feel like you're going to be making, if you are single, you're going to be making a bold decision this month. I feel like, because to me the Emperor is like he knows what he wants, he knows what he wants to do. He can conquer, wherever he wants. He has that control. But with the Chariot, I almost see like you riding out to someplace else. This could be a completely new place, but then I'm also feeling like there's something that you want to see all the way. And like with the Chariot, you can see he's moving towards the sun. He's moving towards happiness and joy. So even if you are single and you don't have somebody in your life like that, I feel like you're still heading towards something really good anyway. The Emperor could be representing like a male figure as well. But then you guys know how I do. I think, I try to make it go either way, whether you are male or female. So it could just mean somebody that is in your life at this time that might be quite influential to you. But I see you maybe moving closer to somebody as well. Somebody that maybe you've been wanting to spark up something with. But either way, it's positive. And the Chariot definitely shows about getting over bumpy times. So this might be somebody that maybe you and this person have had a bumpy relationship with each other. Or maybe your encounters towards each other have been a bit like there's been issues that have shown up, but I feel like this is the month where things can be smoothed out between you and this other person. And maybe this other person is a bit rigid in his ideas or his ways of thinking, or maybe it could be a woman that's like this as well. But either way, I think that you and this person are going to start getting on better also. So just like the those in relationships are going to be getting on better with their partner, I think that even you, if you're single and you have some kind of love interest or somebody in your life that maybe you've just been considering could be a potential love interest, you might be getting on better with that person. And again, this is just like a random message that I feel like is connecting with the general message. I think that if there is some kind of father figure or mother figure, I think this is an opportunity for you to get on better with that, with them as well. So I definitely see like relationships for you, Scorpio, are going to be healed like in October. And your spiritual cards is the Eight of Rods with the Two of Pentacles. And what these cards are telling me together is positive news is going to be coming to you. And it's like there's a playfulness that is taking place here. So I definitely see closeness between you and your child, or you and children also. But or maybe you're going to be playing with kids, or kids enjoy you more, or something like this is happening with like you Scorpios. But then I think how this affects you on a spiritual level is that I feel like it's saying that positive news will definitely be coming to you, which is going to make you feel better on a spiritual level. So maybe it's somebody contacting you to work things out, or maybe it's somebody contacting you. Again, this might have some connection with children too, this contact. But whatever it is, it's going to make you just feel like really positive and uplifted about things. And I think spiritually it's telling you to embrace your inner child, basically embrace the child within you. To me, this card, is like he's a jester, so he's like he's entertaining, he's fun, he's, he's not taking life seriously. He's juggling these discs, he's juggling things, he's being flexible. So I think for you, what it's saying is you have to embrace more of this energy. But I think like it's going to be happening for you anyway, if you embrace it or not. I feel like October is a really good time for you to do like a lot of that kind of inner child healing work. And I think that it's definitely going to help you. It's just going to help you feel so much better. That's kind of what I'm seeing with these cards. It also could be representing an opportunity, more than one opportunity coming to you that also could be lucrative as well, money wise. That's kind of just a message that just came through. But I think that good news is going to make you feel better on a spiritual level. And I think it's going to be a good experience for you in October, because there's money, there's healing, there's a lot of possibilities I think that are going to be available to you, Scorpio. So I'll see you guys. Bye.